Welcome to the Ben Dental Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. Methany White. I told you, last night's post-game reaction, all about the players. AB, Kelsey, CeCe, Monique Billings, giving credit to Raven Johnson. Today, the focus is on Arms Crossed McGee. Twitch Richardson is what we're calling her around here. Stephanie White. A head coach that doesn't know, she's not aware of, or she has the inability to make adjustments throughout a game. A head coach who goes away from what's working and tries to do her own thing to the detriment of the team, but to satisfy her own ego. Can you imagine the Minnesota Vikings back when they had Adrian Peterson? Can you imagine the Tennessee Titans throughout the late 2010s, early 2020s with Derrick Henry? Can you imagine them saying, you know what? We're not going to run the ball. We're going to pass the ball 40 times a game. We're going to say, you know what, Adrian Peterson, I'm not going to hand you the ball. They already know we're going to hand it off to you. You're the best running back in the league. Derrick Henry, we're not going to hand you the ball. They're going to stack the box. We're going to pass 40 times a game. It's what the Indiana Fever are doing pretty much. Instead of running pick and roll, because in Stephanie White's mind, the other team knows we're doing pick and roll, so we have to change things. We have to work through AB. We have to work through Myisha Hines-Allen. We have to work through Kelsey Mitchell. We have to turn AB into the hub. And we got what we got last night. Caitlin Clark played so well these last 90 minutes against the Valkyrie last week, against the Seattle Storm, the final 10 minutes against the Washington Mystics. She played so well during those 90 minutes. She confused people into thinking Stephanie White might have had it all figured out. No, Caitlin Clark's just doing her own thing. Caitlin Clark's just balling the F out. And if she's not doing that, we get games like we saw yesterday. Folks, I was calling for a specific lineup yesterday. I was like, you know what? Let me get Myisha Hines-Allen, Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hull, Raven Johnson, Caitlin Clark. Let's just surround Caitlin Clark with role players all over the place. And we saw that lineup yesterday for about 45 seconds in the fourth quarter until we subbed all of them out, put AB back in, put Timpson back in. Timpson was playing well, but you guys get the point. Stephanie White constantly reminds us, we got to get Caitlin Clark easy looks. We got to get her easy looks. We got to find ways to get her the ball in good spots. What? The offense that you have us running or not have us running, because it doesn't really look like an offense. When Caitlin Clark has the ball in her hands, it's really just four players standing around being lazy. Just four players doing nothing. Doesn't seem like easy shots. The easiest shot Caitlin Clark got yesterday was a bullshit pin down screen from Kelsey Mitchell. AB hit her on the wing and she hit a three. That was the easiest shot that she got. Oh, wow. Somebody set a screen for her. Wow. But the offense isn't easy by any means. I'm not even sure what Kelsey Mitchell's been up to these last few games. Kelsey Mitchell doesn't even look like herself. And Aaliyah Boston, if we're not doing pick and roll, what's she really good for? It's a serious question. If we're not spamming pick and roll, though, that 4-year, $6 million deal, we might as well just flush that down the toilet. She complains about offensive fouls at the end of the game in the post-game press conference. A lot of those offensive fouls was because you couldn't get post position offensively. Instead of stepping around your man and pinning them down and calling for the ball, you tried to move them out your way. Because I guess in practice, the male players that you go up against just let you move them out the way instead of holding their ground and making you actually work to establish post position. So what do? You foul offensively. Did Amy here flop on that one play? She did. And did they overturn it? They did. But you just can't get offensive post position, AB. It's as simple as that. If it's not a pick and roll, your offense is kind of Monique Billings, I'm not even sure what Monique Billings is doing, but back to the coach, back to the coach. Stephanie White, we have rotations that just don't make sense. We're doing these hockey lineup rotations, 3 out, 3 in, 4 out, 4 in, 3 out, 3 in, 4 out, 4 in. Are some of these players on minutes restriction? Why are they even on minutes restriction? Why are we scared to sit Kelsey Mitchell? The most frustrating part about Kelsey is that you already know how the play is going to end up. She gets the ball, and I'm already thinking to myself, she ain't passing that. And sure and behold, she doesn't pass it. She makes a bad decision. She gets swatted in the paint. And we see Raven Johnson having a killer game yesterday. Why didn't Raven Johnson get subbed in and just ride it out till the end? She deserved that. She earned that. She played hard enough to get that. I'm this close to screaming from the mountaintops, give me AB, Sophie, Lexi, Raven, and Caitlin Clark as my starting 5. I'm this close to doing that. And I'm this far away from saying, take out AB and just put Maisha Hines Allen at the 5. Let's just get Caitlin Clark surrounded by role players and just see what they do. And we can have Kelsey, Monique Billings, and AB all coming off the bench. Best bench in the game. Yesterday was frustrating to watch. Let's get into this. Sorry for my quick soliloquy. Like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. The Indiana Fever lost yesterday, 90-88, as you are all well aware. Team has no offensive identity. They're soft. They got punked. And yeah, Golden State was physical, but we just weren't even physical back. Because our post players are soft. Monique Billings, soft. Monique Billings is soft. AB, soft. Timpson played well. Worst coach in the league. Stephanie White watched Aaliyah Boston struggle on the possession that resulted in a jump ball. You have a timeout. Get it through your thick skull and use it. Indiana Fever, fire her already. Clark played horribly. Stephanie White doesn't know how to run rotations. It was atrocious. Yeah, her rotations make no sense. Are we trading Dantas or what? Again, this has to do with the front office. Why did we re-sign Dantas? I was for it. Now that she's back and re-signed, trade her ass. Why did we even pick up Ty Harris? Why did we get Shatori Walker-Kimbrough? I know she's gone now, but why did we even pick her up in the first damn place? Monique Billings, you might as well give you might as well take that $850,000 that you're giving Monique Billings and distribute it to all the fans that walk in. That's how much that has been doing for you. Monique Billings has been doing nothing. Monique Billings is running the bench. Amber Cox, ooh. Raven Johnson was the best off-season addition. Salute. Based how everybody else is looking, I'm not mad at it. Okot's still playing very well. Wouldn't mind Okot, especially considering we need the size. But I'm not mad at Raven Johnson now. All right, she could play. But this coach is just not good. Stephanie White is just not good. She just doesn't know how to handle the moment. She doesn't know how to meet the moment. She doesn't know how to talk to referees. She doesn't know how to talk to her players. She doesn't know how to adjust mid-game. She doesn't know how to sub in and sub out. She doesn't know how to get her best player easy opportunities. She doesn't know how to get her second best player easy opportunities. She doesn't know how to get her third best player easy opportunities. She doesn't know how to get anybody easy opportunities. If it's not a kick out to the 3 because the defense collapses, there is no easy shot on this team. It's frustrating. Yep, thanks to Steph White's terrible coaching and rotation decisions. At what point do we start running pick and roll between CC and at what point? At what point do we start running pick and roll between those two?
Aaliyah, you had those 2 early fouls and had to sit for most of the first half. How does that affect your flow and your sequence against the game?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even able to get into a flow I mean, I played the second half. I think it's super hard to try and figure out and understand how the refs are calling it. I think it's super hard to get charge fouls when I don't think anyone's in legal position. I mean, shout out to the Valks. I mean, they did a great job selling it, and the refs bought it, to be honest, so good for them.
And that's the issue right there. I played like shit, it's the ref's fault. I don't play good, it's the ref's fault. I failed to establish post position, it's the ref's fault. I can't turn backside and go up with my left, it's the ref's fault. I put my head down when a double team comes, it's the ref's fault. I shoot way too many threes, it's the ref's fault. I can't rebound the basketball, it's the ref's fault. I've gone multiple halves of games without scoring a bucket, it's the ref's fault. I'd much rather force Caleb Clark to get the hockey assist off of a pick and roll, it's the ref's fault. I refuse to shoot off of a slip and roll, it's the ref's fault. When I need to work for it, it's hard for me, it's the ref's fault. I spend my spare time podcasting, it's the ref's fault. It's not the ref's fault. It's your fault. It's the Indiana Fever's coaching staff's fault. I need to see improvement. You should be 18-12 every single night. Every night. There should never be a scenario that you have 0 points in multiple first halves of basketball games. And to attach those 0 points to your rebounds. It's the ref's fault. Last night was frustrating, if you can't tell. And I'm still frustrated. I think we all should be frustrated a little bit. We stayed up how long to watch that game? How late did we stay up to watch that game? How early did we wake up to watch that game this morning? Before we went to work, before we did whatever we were going to do? Stephanie White, again, team looked unprepared. They didn't even look ready to play. Now, I understand you guys have a 6-day layoff. They're going to come out maybe a little sluggish. Fine. But to come out looking unprepared, like they haven't been practicing, like the only thing that goes on in practicing is you guys just passing and screening away, and shoot around for the rest of 45 minutes? It's not okay. It's not okay. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, hype the video, and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.